Isn't it cute? It looks like a mermaid. I think this is too big. It's a little bit too big because I'm planning still too big. Maybe I should use. Tahu-tahu udah live aja. Loh deh sini loh sebelum jam 12. Jam 12 kesini, yang penting sebelum jam 2. What about this? Oh. Still too big. Maybe I should use this. Like this. Mermaid pendant. I think it's cute. I think it's cute. Oh, this looks magical. Okay. So how do I do this? Okay. Okay, I'll be there. Kutunggu loh, kutunggu. Oh iya, sekarang minggu ya, nggak kerja kamu loh ya. Sapno. I think it's cute. Okay. So what should I do on the back? What should I do on the back? Maybe this one. Just do it that way. Like this. Okay. So I recently have some problem with my wire, which this is the thing. I should have tried all of my jewelry that I made. So it's like every time I make something new or I get some new supplier, either it's stone or wire, I should have trying it first on me, wearing it. Let's see how long it lasts, what will happen after a while. And I didn't, so I just wearing it for like a couple days. And then I have this wire. So it's like copper wire, but they are in silver color. I will not say the brand, but it shows. Some of my friends in my community realize what brand it is, and it turns yellow. After a month, I display them on my shop. So it turns yellow, like yellow. I never seen something like that. Well, I never have problem with sterling silver because it is sterling silver. Maybe it just turned a little bit dark due to oxidation, but never been yellow. This one, it's super yellow. and I compare it with other brand, which I also have, and I get them in almost in the same time. It doesn't that turn out that bad, but I can see it. Oh, shoots! I can see it turns yellow too, which I'm so disappointed because I care about my customer. I love my customer. I respect them a lot, and I know they give me money for something that they like, and I want them to have the best that I can to give them with their budget. So it turned yellow, and I hope it doesn't fire back on me if there is any complaint about that, because yeah, it's turned yellow. Some of my pendant turns yellow, and honestly, I'm glad that those things that I made, the pendant that I made, using that wire, it's just kind of simple design that it's like 30 minutes spent on. But if it's like something that I work for like 3 hours, 2 days, 3 days, and it's like kind of big wire wrapping, and then it turns yellow, it will be so horrible. So I'm back using sterling silver now for my silver pendant, and I already made some this morning. This is all silver, sterling silver. This is how they looks like before the oxidation. So they looks almost identical with the copper wire that I bought in the silver color. So this is how they look like before oxidation, and I think I need to make it clear now, also easier with my stuff in the shop, just to oxidize them so they know if it's darkened, it's mean it's sterling silver, because either silver plated wire or copper wire in silver color, both cannot be oxidized. I made some of them. I made this tree, I made this little quartz. So yeah, this is a new product, and this is a new stone I just got. I'm super excited and super my dad's calling. Super happy to have the stone. I spent a lot of money on the stone this past month, September. Crazy spending. Crazy. Never imagined myself to spend that much money as an investment. Which I'm actually happy. I'm happy to spend it on something that I know will coming back in a good way. But oh Lord, I spend a lot. But anyway, so this is my first live that I keep talking even nobody is watching, because I know that later I will just keep the video on Instagram. I don't know why my last video, I think it's because I'm trying to sell something, and then Instagram tried to block it. So they just like cut off the connection or something. They just cut off the live stream. So no more selling on Instagram. I used to have a lot of clients, like a lot of people finally buy something after they saw it on real life, like seeing the stuff that I put on video, which is great. They just don't let us do that again. I don't know, maybe something's wrong, or I say some things that they don't like, stuff like that, you know. So anyway, if you guys watching, thank you so much for watching. And even if you don't watch and just look at it, just say hi. So yeah, this one I spent a lot, and I bought a new tools. I don't feel bad when I buy tools, because I know that it will bring back the investment, like you need it. One thing that I learned after 7 years crafting, that like I just bought this. Okay, so how do I flip? How do I flip the camera? Oh, here you go. So I bought this for 700,000. God damn it. And it's moving because I didn't install the thing yet. But I'm happy to have them. I just need to change the, what do you call that? This is to be cloth. This is stone. So I was trying it on my silver. Works. It works. I used to use this. Hand drill, whatever it calls, the rotary thingy. It was like so tiring. Like when you're making like only one two jewelry just for fun, just for hobby, you wear it yourself and stuff, it's okay, it's great, because that's how I feel when I bought them. Like, I feel so happy to have it. But oh boy, once oh, thank God I have a shop now, and sale goes amazing. I sell a lot of stuff. Like, at least this past month I sell around 200 pieces of my jewelry, which is amazing. I told you again, it's amazing. 200 pieces. It's I made them myself. Most of them I made them myself. And it's quite tiring. And then once I try to restock doing the same thing, and I realized, like, cannot do it with the tools that I have now, because it takes so long. Like, to finish one piece, like an earring, just to sand them, make them look nice, and then make them glossy, looks like at least 20-30 minutes sitting down, because one by one you cannot just sand them like really rough and then you goes to the really fine sandpaper. Cannot really do that. You cannot do that. It will not work. So you need to go on slowly, like at least like 7 times. I try to, when I sand them, I change like 7 to 9 times of a drill bits from the rough one to the high polish one, and it's quite tiring. So I was thinking to change it with this one. At least both of my hand will move faster than just one holding and the other one is like like that. And it's easier. I believe it will be easier once I work with both my hands, and then with the bigger surface. So yeah, I'm happy to have that. And I need to ask my dad to drill it to the bench, the working bench. Okay, so I feel lonely. That's why I keep talking, because I don't have someone to talk about my passion, at least not in this house. My husband is into something else, and then damn, after marriage, even after having boyfriend, engaged, just like my friend, even the single one, don't want to invite me anymore, like going out or something, because they think it's too busy for me to go out while I smooch with my other half. But it's not. I'm missing you guys. So one of them will come today, and she will come for her jewelry, but I'll make sure she will stay for another 2 hours. Okay, so back again. So I'm trying to, oh, this is not the right one. Where's the other one? To put this one, I shouldn't have wear white shirt. It's like this mermaid. Maybe if I doing this one good, I will make another one. Hopefully. It looks nice though. So, and then I'm trying, because I bring this thing, all of my wire, silver wire, sterling silver, and then copper wire, I have someone made it for me. So this one is new wire. This is half round. I don't know which gauge is it. I just, before I asked my friend to send me an example, and I believe that my, just a minute. So I gave an example for the wire, like what my friend used to have, and she was working with it. And my worker, the person who made wire for me, cannot do it. Like he made still half round wire, but much bigger much bigger than what I give him as an example. So that's a limitation. We're always working with limitations sometimes. So what I do now is just to straighten the wire using steel wool. This is a fine grit steel wool, and believe me, if this thing goes inside your clothes, it's itchy. I don't really like to work with this, but this is like the best thing I can find just to make my silver wire shiny, because you know the silver wire, the way they making it is they melt down some silver, obviously melt down some silver, and then they shaping it into like small bar, like quinch, like make it so small, and then they just hammering it, and then they put it on the machine, like pulling it and stuff like that, so it's become hard. And then what they do once they're done, they will put it back on the fire, they will torching it, they will annealing it, and then they quench it inside some solution. I don't know what is it in English. Oh, okay. Sorry for the notification. But because they quench, like they put it inside the solution, it turned out to be this kind of white dull color. As you can see, it's not shiny if you do that. But this one, after I put some, I cleaned it up using the steel wool. You can see it's like a little bit shinier. There you go. And also it's easier if I didn't do this thing before I start wire wrapping, and I just let it like that. When I polishing my jewelry, like the finished product, it will be so much harder to do it. So yeah, keeping it this way. It's also a good preparation. I guess we need to do that of like when you're doing while you're working. So what I should do with this thing, I will try to do this. Maybe I just cut them. And also the other thing that I really love working with sterling silver is I can always recycle. Like with the copper wire that I use now, the one that I was complaining in the beginning, I cannot recycle them. Like if I have a tiny bits of it, in the end they will just go through my trash can, because so far in my area I don't have somebody to refine them, you know, like with silver, because in my area we have like hundreds houses working home industry making silver. Like it's a famous area in Bali, making silver, etc. So I have all of my sources in here. I have really great people working for me. I work with them, so they can refine the silver, but not copper, because not much people see copper as I don't know, like they just don't do that for me. Or I cannot find the person who can do that for me. And also because copper, scientifically, they have a higher melting point. Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, it is. It's a fact. So that's it. They don't do it here. That's why I kind of feel bad to use copper wire. And now the copper wire that I use have some disadvantage compared to the silver, so I guess I will just go back and stick to silver. It's so much easier for me to work with. I can recycle them anytime I need. Also, it's way more easier comparison to copper to work with because it's soft. For the information that I work with fine silver for now. I used to do 9 to 5, but it was like, I don't know why I didn't think about it sooner, that I should have just melt down silver, only silver. I don't need to mix it up with copper, because I'm working with wire wrap. So silver wire, fine silver wire, without any mix, it's so much softer compared to 9 to 5 silver or 950 silver, because it's just the nature of the silver. But if you are like me and making copper, and then when I'm trying to make my wire again, I will count like, okay, how many grams of silver and how many grams should I put more copper in it to make it 9 to 5. So I don't have that problem anymore. I just like, every time I make silver, I will just like give it to my guy. It's like, make me this type of wire, this size. I don't need to count how much I need to put copper on it. But again, I still put 9 to 5 on my jewelry just because, especially when I do soldering, make some earrings, something that I solder. The solder to attach the metal, it's not pure silver. It cannot be. It must be mixed with what I use is brass. So the ratio is depending, like the ratio of the, I call it easier for people, is the glue to attach both of the metal is around ratio 1 to 5 or 1 to 3. So only that part is not fine silver. The other is what I use, at least, is fine silver. So I still use 9 to 5 on the mark because it's not fine silver, and it's just like a really little amount of mix in there. Yeah, so that's it. And then I guess I'll just upload this to YouTube because damn, nobody watching me on Instagram. Anyway, I think I just wanna make friends. Damn, I feel so lonely. I feel so sad. Oh, yeah. So, yeah. It's so fun making jewelry. So much fun. Until you know that it can be quite expensive. So expensive. That's why jewelry expensive. Like, people just thinking like, hey, let me just, have a look at internet, make how to do it and stuff like that. Yes, some of the jewelry can be cheap depending on the material that you guys use, but some can be so expensive, especially the tools. I don't know why they're so expensive. I don't know why. But you know what? Recently I learned that when I need some tools, because I'm so grateful that I live in Bali, where a lot of crafters are based here, and then there's a lot of people like crafting, so there will be a lot of, like, at least there will be shops selling the craft supply, especially the tool supply. And it's amazing that it's easy to get the tools. I cannot imagine like people, they live in some kind of remote place and they want to do craft, they have a limited tools, they need to order online and stuff like that. But yeah, so I'm grateful to have them here, but sometimes geez, they're so expensive. And I learned if I need something, I'll just go to a hardware store first, trying to find something similar that can serve the purpose or serve the use of the other tool. Then I'll just get them, like that one, the one that I just bought. That one I get it for like 800 something, including the warranty, the whatever it is, the insurance that I put on it, because I don't want it to broke and then I don't have something else to replace. So this looks so ugly. I made it too big. And then I saw in the other place they have something like that, because I need something to cover with the shield. Most of the stuff doesn't have the shield, and it's like you need to buy it separately. So I saw that for like 2 million something, and voila, I just look around the hardware store and I found that coincidentally. So yeah, just work with the tools that you have. But if you have the resources to get better tools, get better tools. Because man, once you get a good tools, you will be more eager to work. You will feel less tired knowing that you have a good tools with you. By the way, I have so many pliers over the years. I started with a really basic one, like shabby one, like really basic. When I'm talking about basic, it's basic like this. It's like I have these for like 7 years, maybe more. It's already rusty. And one of my first plier, this is like $1, well, when I bought it, it's around $1. Maybe now it's around $2. I still have them, but no, like it's not that comfortable as this. This is like $10, so we can see the difference. Yeah, I'm more happy to work with this, so I can show you the brand. And also, this is just so nice. And then you know what, I found this on the electrical shop, where they sell a lot of pliers for the electrical purposes. And I'm so happy because in this part, can you see, can you focus please, just in this thing, has a cutter on it, and boy, this is a double flush cutter, so it's not one side. You know, like if you're working with wire, especially when you want to make earrings, when you cut the wire, one side is sharp, one side is the other one is like, what do you call it, flat. This one make both side of the tip flat. This is just like $5. And another, I was about to buy these pliers, importing it from US, but it's like too much. It's like $30. It's like $30 including shipping, and I need to wait like a month. So you know, when this is me, but when I want to work on something, I need something, I want it now. If not, I will have the feeling to work gone, like the feeling that, oh, you eager to work, it will be like vanish. So I bought this for 2 days. Actually, in the beginning I didn't see the cutter part, so it's just the tip, like a band nose, and it's like quite small. You see, it's quite small. And then I bought this just because I was bought this before, and I feel like, okay, why do I spend like $3 on shipping while I get only one things? I know, bad decision, but anyway. And then I found this and I was like, what is this? And then I tried to cut my wire with it, you know, like this part. This is, I cut with the other pliers. I cannot see it, but I cut with this. This is the usual pliers that we have, like one side On the back it's like flat, on the other side it's like curved like that. And then I cut it with this, and it's become, you know, like sharp in one tip and then flat the other one. But this one, this one, it's just the way you use it, you need to be careful. So snip, and it's like both side is like neat for like $5. I'm so happy. Well, I'm so proud of it. So yeah, I'm so happy with this one. So work with whatever you have right now if you just started, because boy, if you love this kind of craft, making jewelry, it will cost you money. It will cost you money. And also the other cutter that I like is this one. This is, we call it gunting Bali, which literally mean Balinese scissor, but actually this is just a metal shear. This also can cut wire pretty neat, but this thing I don't like every time. This is just the like the technique of holding pliers also, like every time you hold the pliers, especially the one that without spring or some kind of joints to open close, not like this one, it has a spring on it so it kept open. This is tiring, but especially just to cut the wire. But this is still work. I still use them, especially when I'm cutting my bezel. Back again. I didn't finish this one yet. Somebody texting me. Saya pakai simpan di kotak tertutup lama masih awet. Okay. So yeah, I think it's because I was putting the wire on the display exposed to the sun, turned out to be yellow. So I was in a group with people like in Indonesia who do also wire wrapping, and they say like they keep their jewelry inside the box, only wear them occasionally. It lasts like 10 years. But how do I sell it if I keep it in a box? Anyway, I go back to silver. Sterling silver now. I guess it will be more expensive, but will be last longer. Of course it will last longer. And also it shine like a diamond. So anyway, try to figure it out. How am I going to put this thing in here? Because this is not working. And also I don't feel bad every time I do some mistake and then I throw away, like need to redo stuff, because I still can use the wire, like silver wire. Like I have some box here, and I will just melt it down, use it again. So I think that's it for today. Thank you so much if you listen to this. I really appreciate it. Just say hi to me so I know that I'm not alone talking. Okay, so if you see this on Instagram, follow me on Instagram at Bali Earth Soul. Or if you see this on YouTube, subscribe, give some likes, let me know that you are there, that you are exist. So yeah, and also if you curious about my jewelry, you can go check out my shop. At the moment it's not much on the shop, but it's on www, it's read 3 times, .baliearthsoul.shop, not .com, .shop/shop. Then you can go directly to the the list of the listing of the product. So yeah, this will be updated in the shop as soon as possible. I will oxidize it, put some chain, then I will be putting it on the shop. Okay guys, thank you so much again. Thank you so much. Actually, I'm just happy just to talk, just to share my things. Maybe later, once I settle down quite much, because at the moment I don't have enough. Well, I should have recording some tutorial, but I just feel that I don't know, because I never really making things twice exactly the same, except if it's an order. So everything that I make is like different with each other. So let's see if I can make some tutorial that I can redo it properly. So I will make a tutorial. Other than that, thank you so much for watching. See you next time.